Hi, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. At long last, I'm doing another video. My apologies for the gap, but I hope you find this one very helpful. What I've been doing is making lots of nucs and selling lots of nucs in the last month or so. And I overshot a bit. So what you do with your spare nucs? Well, I'll continue to sell them, of course, but what I've got is I have roughly another 60 nucs here, of which I've got sales already organized for about 20 of them. And so that's going to leave me about 35, 40 that are over and above my planned usage. So what I'm going to do, I've already rehoused several into 10s and that sort of thing, or deep boxes. But in some of the videos I've done before, I've talked about using a double nuc to make honey, and that's what we're going to do. So today we're going to take the first of a batch of a dozen nucs, and we are going to set them up as pairs with we're going to transfer them from cardboard nucs into wooden nucs, put a queen excluder over them, and put a deep super on top. And so I'm going to go through with you how I go about doing that. But first, we've got to get some nucs ready. So we're going to choose the nucs we're going to take with us and then take off. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is find nucs that are ready. I've got a load that are ready for sale, but I'm going to look at the ones that are not quite ready for sale yet, or at least they weren't last week, and we'll check to see if they're ready to grow out. And what I'm looking for is nice full nucs with a good 3 frames of brood in there, and this is certainly one of them. So this looks perfect. In fact, I know I don't even have to go through this. I can tell it's just full of bees. That's going to be absolutely fine. It's probably better that I don't disrupt them now because I'm going to transport them. So this is going to be absolutely fine. So this will be the first nuc I use. All of these will be the leftover Saskatraz. I've also, I suppose, well, I'm going to be putting a net over the truck. I'm a little concerned that the lids will blow off, but I'll put the netting over the truck to make sure that doesn't happen. So, look at other ones that I've marked as not quite ready. Now, what was this? No mark on it at all. Nope, that's too small. Let's come along here. This one was a 2. That refers to how many frames of brood there was when I looked at it last. That's, I can see there's 1.5. This is going to be fine. I'll take this one. The 4.5 frames of bees is going to be plenty. And what we're going to do is we're going to get another 10 of them and we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're ready to start here. We've already set one hive up here, and this is what we're looking to achieve, just to show you here. First, we have a nuc facing in one direction and the other nuc facing in the opposite direction. The queen from each nuc is in each box. We put a queen excluder separating them, and I've also put a bit of a gasket here to try and make sure the queen doesn't get over any unevenness between the two sets of boxes here. And because they've then got a double brood, a single deep above it, but because a single deep doesn't fit and a queen excluder doesn't fit entirely across 2 nucs there, we've put a bit of a cover here to make sure we make it more weatherproof here, so the bees will propolize that down. So that's what we're looking to achieve here. We've set up 2 nucs, one facing this way, so this nuc is facing that way, one facing this way. The 2 nucs match up nicely so that we've got a nice level surface between them. Ready with some drawn comb and foundation and a communal super, which will serve initially as a brood chamber and then as a honey super there. And then gradually we'll grow from there. So what we ideally want to do is get the queen into each one. If I see the queen, great, she goes in, then the job is done, then the brood can go wherever we want it. If I don't see the queen, what I have to do is shake the bees in here to make sure we do have a queen. So initially I'm going to give them a little bit of drawn comb and a sheet of foundation, so I've got somewhere to get the bees to hold on to when we put them in. My smoker is over there, so I'll grab the smoker. So, if we're lucky, we find the queen quite quickly. If not, doesn't matter, as long as all the bees went into this box to start with. A quick look, because you never know, sometimes the queen's right on the lid, making your life much easier. I don't see the queen on the lid here. So these bees are getting shaken straight into here. About half a frame of brood. These nucs are so bursting at the seams, I've got to be careful I don't put in any queen cells either. Okay, so I don't see the queen here. I do see what looks like a queen cell, so I'm going to shake these bees off into this nuc. Just want to check to see what's going on here, and we do have a mini queen cell just started. So this nuc is in danger of wanting to swarm, but it does want to swarm. So I've got to be careful and make sure I shake off every frame and check for queen cells. Now this brood is going to go here. These have already gone in here. I only want to make sure that the queen goes in here, and I'm going to put one frame of brood down in this box and the queen. Full frame of brood, look at that. What a beauty. There's that many bees, it's easy to miss the queen. I don't see the queen on here. I'm going to quickly shake to check the queen cells. I see no queen cells there. This frame of brood can also go here for the now. Emerging brood here. Beautiful frame of cat brood and emerging brood. Again, I don't see the queen right now, so shake in. No queen cells. Good. This would be this ideal sort of frame to put in here, but for now I'm going to go in here. This is a frame with some room to lay. Sort of frame that we might hope to find the queen on. So full of bees. Again, so full of bees. I don't see the queen. Queen cells. They've got to come out. Okay. And this should serve the purpose of stopping the hive wanting to swarm as well, because we're going to really depopulate the brood chamber part where the queen is and give her plenty of room with some drawn comb etc. Where is that queen? It's always a lot more comfortable when you do this, when you see where the queen went. Lots of young brood here. These nucs are so full of bees. These bees have built up so well in the last couple of weeks. It's just been spectacular. Okay, so I don't see the queen. I'll just make sure there's no queen cells. There's lots of eggs, emerging brood. Get rid of these little queen cups. Okay, get rid of this queen cup. This is going to be the frame of brood I'm putting down below. Down here. Queen could easily be in this lot. And so I've got to be careful to get these into this side of the hive as well. And the queen can also go into the edges of these boxes, which is the real pain. Perfect, right? Tied down, and there's cavities on both ends. Work on the assumption the queen is out, and we are done with this one. So we're going to put another frame of drawn comb here. So that's a frame of brood, frame of drawn comb, another frame of drawn empty comb, frame of foundation here. I want to keep those bees over there. Just for now, I'm going to keep them separate. I'm going to put one more frame of foundation in here. And we're going to get the next one installed. Because we've shaken all the bees into these boxes with frames here, we're working the assumption the queen is in this box now. Now we're going to do the same thing with this hive. Hopefully we see the queen this time. Not quite the huge population of this one. This is more like a average nuke density as opposed to a super crowded nuke density where they're already looking to swarm. Brood. Don't see the queen, but we're going to see them here. That's going to go over there. Again, I don't see the queen.
She's on this frame.
She's on there? Oh,
Just-
great.
just,
Okay, good stuff.
And,
Thank you, sir. Yep, there she is, green dot. So, here is our beautiful Saskatraz queen. This year's Saskatraz queens. Beautiful dot. She's going right here. Now, before anything else, we can just get this ready. So we're going to put frame of drawn comb, frame of drawn comb, a couple of frames of foundation in here. Okay, now I can slide them back together where we wanted them in the first place. I've got a little gasket here. This is the bubble wrap I sometimes use as inner covers, just double corrugated, double foil-sided bubble wrap. This is going to act like a gasket to stop one queen getting from one side to the other. Then we're putting a queen excluder on. And the queen excluder won't fit entirely all the way across the two hives. We've got a gap here. So what we're going to do put enough something to cover that up so the rain doesn't get in there. Now, this brood, we're going to check that. No development of queen cells in that. These are queen cups. Yeah, there's queen cups. So now all this brood can be mixed together. Basically, they're all the same. Now we're going to be one big family. So this super, this deep box. I know some of you don't like me calling them supers. I call any box a super. We've got a bit more brood than the last one. I'm going to put this brood in here. We now know where the queen is, so we can just make sure there's no queen cells. We know where the queen is. The bees are mixed together. Shake the bees out of here. Now this works better if you don't have to transfer them from a nuke box into another nuke box. Very simple, just take a frame or two out of there and just have them already growing in those nukes, but you gotta use what you got. And where's the cover? We need to get a cover from the truck, don't we? Grab a cover. Didn't bring any in-ear covers, but telescopic cover goes on now. So that's what we have. We've got one nuke here living in this with the queen in here, we hope. The other nuke, we know the queen went into that one. They're separated by a queen excluder, so the queen can't go up here and then down there, or vice versa. And they now have a communal box for storing resources. The brood that's up here is going to emerge over the next 3 weeks. So within 3 weeks, this will be entirely empty of brood and just full of honey. Whereas during that time, the queen will have filled up these two brood chambers back up with brood. The advantage of doing this, apart from making use of the resources that you've got with a nuke, is that the queen never really has to lay as much as she is capable of laying. So these brand new queens are going to be in really great shape for next year. They're not going to blow all their resources in with their first year. It'll make for a very good quality queen for next year because she hasn't laid 3,000 eggs a day this year. She's maybe laid 1,000 eggs a day because she doesn't have the room to lay 3,000 eggs a day here. If she did, it would be full in a week. So this is a good way of preserving the viability of the queen for extending it over another season, but also making good use. As I've had setups like this produce me 3 deep supers of honey if I do it early enough in the season. So this will be the first one. Hopefully we'll produce another, put a few more honey supers on it in the coming weeks. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.